Hey everybody, BTO Pro here again. So we're gonna take a second stab at this now. I got a lot of stuff cleaned up as far as the workflow. In continuation from the first video, which was just like yesterday, um, I've really flushed out the web components submodule group. So here's all the submodules you get now with web components. You got display modes, display suite support, polymer, and WYSIWYG templates. There's been some improvements, drastic improvements already. I really can't believe this. But so here's what you do with these. You get display modes, display suite. Display modes does require um, a field formatter settings module, submodule, and simple DOM API, but that's actually related to Polymer in this case. So let's go in and we're going to go to a page. Now, when you get the display modes submodule enabled, what you'll see is this, right? It goes into every entity type, and you're going to get a display mode per. So if I go to header, it's going to generate, it's actually properties, that's the display suite. Let's disable that. Save. So it'll look like this as default, right? So I have Elmsland header, pretty normal item here. But you'll see off to the side, every one of these things says map value to default. And so if I open this up, you'll see there's property prop1. This is the property in the Polymer template. So what we're going to do is we'll hide all of these just for consistency. Okay. And so now I've got this, just the image. It's the only thing here, and I'm saying that the property is prop1 as to what that'll go into. Now, this is a header that doesn't actually make sense, but save that. Now, let's go to card. It's another example, right? So I've mapped these fields. So if you kind of envision, this is mapping to your Polymer templates, right? So this is the wiring I'm doing as opposed to TPL files. Elmsland card stack, another one again, has some different wiring. I can also use the formats of these values. Let's say that this one is summary or trimmed. We're going to trim this to 200, right? You're used to that. Label, we'll just say default. Cool. So let's save those. Now, demonstrate display suite as well. We're not going to go to the big reveal just yet. Display suite integration gives you the same type of idea, right? So now I've got a display suite setting per Polymer template. And so we're going to say a card. Okay, save that. Now we can drag and drop these into the relevant web component property. Slightly different UX pattern from the previous one, and you'll see why in a little bit. But the main reason is that if you enable this type of a design pattern, you can override the default rendering of your file. So let's do image, and this is a link to, let's do content banner, sure, whatever. Okay, so this is a property, it's just a URL, it's just going to link somewhere. And then we're going to put title in place of title. There's actually support to do that automatically. But anyway, put it down there, save. Okay, so now I've got a display suite implementation for the standard way a node is presented in Drupal. So let's see what happened. We'll go to this is a title. No, it's not. All right, so we've got data fed in from a card. That one didn't have any fields filled out, but this one does. Right, so you can see we've got these fields filled in here. If I want to change the title of that card, title, some other text. Actually, let's leave it ridiculously long. Save, right? Updates that on the card. I don't have an image, which is why it falls back on its default from the Polymer template. Let's update or upload a topic banner to see if it'll actually do that. Upload. Oh, needs alt info. Okay. Save. All right, we didn't update that text apparently, but let's go to content type, page. I don't like that this card is so big, right? Let's go to manage display, and we don't want the raw value. We want the summary or trimmed, and we're going to limit this to 200. Also, this is an image. Let's make it a download link. That doesn't actually make sense previously. Let's see if that fixes it. You notice how many TPL files I just edited, right? So, none. Right? There's no description for this card, so we can go put that in there. All right, contents. Go to design thinking title. There we go. Right? So it's passed through the template. It's got the title, the link to the image that I submitted
I'm
before,
sorry, Dave.
which isn't actually
I'm
a valid
afraid I can't
fact,
do
but
that.
that's because it needs to be a full URL. And then the breakdown of that text from before. Now, where does this display modes come in, or display suite? You can do it either way, but here's a view. I'd like you to tell me where Drupal starts and Polymer begins. Probably this half-decent looking rendered thing. Let's see what this view looks like. This view is told, hey, be a grid. Cool. Let's just do 3. It says rendered entity, and then the settings were a card stack, but let's make it a card instead. Why not? Save. So now we've got that wiring from Polymer for this card stack. Let's go and edit this, switch back to card stack. You can actually see it down in here too, so I can preview and see this is my card stacks because it loads the same Polymer templates. Right now it just loads all of them into every page. There's heading, right? So there's the just header. Okay, let's go back to a card stack and we'll save. All right, so there's my 3 columns. You saw the word nav there. That's because there's another property. These aren't, obviously very well designed right here. And so, yeah, you noticed how many TPL files I edited in that entire ordeal. Looking at what is actually delivering that, those templates is we've got in our theme a directory called Polymer, and then in this case we've got a card stack. So that card stack that I have there has directions walk as its icon. Maybe I don't want people to be able to edit that though. So let's just take icon out of here for a moment. We're going to save that, and we're going to put that up to my Vagrant instance. Refresh. Oh, might have cached. There we go. So now I've got my little dude there, right? It's pretty awesome. So I updated the underlying template, made no additional changes anywhere else. We want to set that back to the icon. The wiring should still remain. I have to clear cache because that rebuilds the structure of what the template is. And there we go. Switches back over. I don't have any of them defined there. So if you want to learn more about the project, it's Webcomponents is the name of the module, and we're actively looking for contributors. It's pretty stinking powerful.